Hey, how's it going? It is Mr. How-To-Gaming, and today I'm going to be showing you a couple of my favorite cars from the brand new Greenville, Wisconsin April Fool's update. I think most of these cars are really cool. Some I don't like, and some I do. So, I'm going to be test driving my favorites, going from my least favorite to my most favorite. So, I'm going to start off with this very boxy car. It looks pretty interesting. It's like a sedan thing, and it's really boxy, so it's not my favorite car. I like more realistic cars, but it's pretty cool because it can go pretty fast, and it can handle sharp turns pretty well, better than other cars I've driven. So we're just going to head back to the house here right now, and we are going to be test driving the Lamborghini next, because this Lamborghini does not require a pass, and it just came in the April Fool's Day update. Also, by the way, the April Fool's Day cars that come will not last forever, so if you want them, you have to get them now. So, I'm going to start with driving this Lamborghini, and this has some really cool backfire UI, so if you don't really like to sit and stop at stoplights on Greenville, Wisconsin, maybe this car will make you want to. So if you place the car in park and then hold down the accelerator, the car will give off some really cool backfire UI. I really like this car, and I definitely really like this color they chose here. So also, when you release it from park, the back wheel spins and makes a whole bunch of tire tracks on the road. So if this is something that you want to do at red lights, then definitely get this car. So I just did a burnout there. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, I definitely like this car, and I definitely like all the backfire UI. So now we are going to be taking it back to the house, and then we're going to be test driving the next car. So, I think all the April Fool's Day cars are pretty cool, but there are some I like and some I don't, like I said. So, next up, we are going to go to the really, really thin car. This is a pretty interesting car. And I mean, it's not very powerful, but I think the only reason it exists is for looks. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. And if I drive it over the sidewalk here, we're just going to be testing it on the main road real quick. It does have these cool, like, Miata looking lights, but I mean, like, on a car that's like this thin, it looks like it's like a unibrow, which is kind of cool. So, I'm just going to be driving it to the bulk foods and then just turn it around. So, yeah, like I said, this car is really sick. I like how thin it is. It can basically fit in any parking spot, even if there are two cars on either side of it. It's really thin. It's like half the size, thickness-wise, of any other car on Greenville. And I definitely like this car. Like I said, these cars won't last. They're only up, I think some are from 2 days and some are for 4 days. So, definitely get them while supplies last, because they will not last for very long. So now I'm going to be driving my favorite car here, the Toyota Supra. So I'm just going to be going over here and getting in this Supra, and this car is really sick. None of these cars from the April Fool's Day update require any passes, so if you don't have any passes, they're good for you. So this car has some really sick aluminum wheels, which look really cool, and it has some really cool, like, lights, but one light is out, one light's burnt out. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a joke for April Fool's Day or something, but it looks pretty cool. And there are a whole bunch of color options, and you can just put it into like the service bay at the dealership, and it can do some pretty slick burnouts here, and it can go pretty fast. So I definitely like this car and would definitely recommend it. I also like how the license plate is in the front window, which is pretty cool. It also has a really big exhaust pipe, which is kind of interesting, but it doesn't really do backfires like the Lambo does. So, another car that we got in the April Fool's Day update, I mean, I'm not going to say I like it, but I'm also not going to say I dislike it. It's a funny car, and it's also not a car. It's actually a wheelchair, and it's actually pretty interesting. So it can only go about like 80 miles an hour, but I've only ever gotten it to go about like 20 miles an hour. So it's a pretty sick car, and it can only seat one person, because I mean, like, I've never seen a wheelchair that can seat more than one person. But this car, the wheelchair rather, can drive. I mean, I wouldn't want to like actually take a road trip on it, but it can go pretty fast, a lot faster than it could in real life. And I've also noticed that it is a very tipping hazard. It's gonna tip over if you drive it too fast, because I have been trying to test drive it really fast, and so yeah, so that's pretty cool. And So we are going to be just driving it back to the house, and then we're going to be signing off of this video. So, thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it if you watch it all the way through. Thank you all for watching, and please don't subscribe. April Fool.